to another video. You already know what time it is. It's time for another preview. Chelsea versus Aston Villa. I feel like I just said that a couple weeks ago. It's because I did. That's right. We're clashing with this team once again. Dueling, fighting. You know what I mean? Just once again in battle. And I'm looking forward to it. It's a good team, but I don't know what kind of team they're going to put out. Dean Smith hasn't even done his presser since I'm making this video. So it's very difficult for me to predict what's happening on a Villa side of things. But for Chelsea, the situation remains, people. No Pulisic. I didn't see a Pulisic update in the press conference. I don't know if you guys did. I didn't see jack shit. So I'm just going to just move on swiftly and continue to have my sorrows and weep and whine and whinge and wonder where this man is and when he will be back in the team. Because I really want him back in the team. I'm looking forward to him being back in the team. But previous results, let's start with that. And then we get into the rest of the team. Look, we just came fresh off the back of a 3-0 win against Tottenham. It doesn't really get any better than that, people. We absolutely just wiped the floor with them in that second half. Great substitution from tactical Tuchel. You know, he brings on Kante. He drags off Mount at halftime. Not many managers do that. It's a big call to make. And he gets it spot on. We go on to score 3 goals in the second half. We go from no shots on target in the first half to many in the second half. I think actually the most shots on target in the second half in the league that's happened this season, and we had them all against Tottenham. We had the most shots on target in the game, and I think it was all in one half. So incredible stuff. And for me personally, it's time to rotate. It's time to rotate. Villa have just come fresh off the 3-0 win against Everton, so they're in good spirits as well. They got a deep squad. They got an interesting team. But for me personally, we have to rotate now. This is the Carabao Cup. No disrespect. This is Man City's cup. It's your cup. It's your cup. For me, I want to win everything. I want to win everything, but you have to be intelligent. You have to be smart. We have literally got Man City. You could do your blah, blah, blah thing again. No. We have them on the weekend, if you didn't know.
I'm not going to lie to you. Previous results will allow me to be reserved in my over-sanctimonious celebration. I will wait until the results are...
Big Steve's also very humble as well. I'll be seeing him this week, actually. He's coming to London for the game, of course. He's also on the Big Six, very humble, very reserved. It's lovely to see Man City fans finally calming down. I think it took 3 arse whoopings from Tuchel versus Pep for them to be like, okay.
Two and 1 sack. I'll give you
Fair enough.
2 and 1 sacrifice.
Fair enough. All right, cool.
2 and 1 FA Cup sacrifice.
So it's good to see Man City fans humbled. But back onto Villa. It's time to rotate. Very, very interesting to see what team we're going to put out. Of course, like I said, that halftime hooking over the weekend changes the status quo, ladies and gentlemen. It brings back in contention this 3-5-2. What have I been speaking about in the last couple weeks, really, on this channel? Well, pretty consistently, the weakest part of this team, the place of most concern, the place that needs to improve, the AMs, the attacking midfielders, the inverted wingers, the wide 10s, what have you will. These are the guys that are fumbling the bag. These are the guys that are not giving the end product, not giving the goals, not giving the assists. And this is the weak part of the team. Last game, we had to rely on defenders doing the work. They got a clean sheet, they got assists, and they scored goals. They did it all. They were the sous-chef, the head chef. They sat at the table and they ate the food. They did the whole thing. They literally did the whole conveyor belt of actions in the kitchen. They cooked it. You know what I mean? It was a great dish.
You know cooking references, but can't cook.
Don't bait me out. I could cook fine. I just made some toast this morning. I'm also a specialty in cereal. You always pour the milk in first, ladies and gentlemen. But anyway.
What? Who raised you? Who raised you?
I knew that would trigger you. I don't do that. Just make that very clear before they clip me up. I don't do that, but I knew that would trigger him. But anyway, moving on. So this brings in the 3-5-2 formation, and I've been experimenting in my head with my lineup, which will come up on the screen now. This is the lineup I'm going with. However, I've been experimenting in my head before picking that lineup. Pulisic, if he comes back to fitness, could he play in a front 2 with Lukaku? Werner, if he could get his shooting boots on, he could obviously do it. He came on at the weekend, created a bundle of chances. The space creator, ladies and gentlemen, that's what we call him. The space creator, the guy that creates space, creates opportunities for others. He is the definition of a charitable man. Charitable with the goalkeepers, charitable with the other players, creating space for them. Just doesn't want to be ruthless. So that's why he's not guaranteed. Hudson-Odoi, I keep singing and praising and hoping for a potential left wing spot for him as well. And obviously Kai Havertz, if he ever returns to form as well. The front 2, you know, that's a different formation. You bring Cover, Kante, Jorginho into the midfield 3. Then Trevor Chalobah starts to get into the mix. Maybe he can play DM. He played it at Lorient. Loftus-Cheek as well. I know we've been waiting a while for him to return. Maybe it's over. Maybe the dream is dead. But he can also play the midfield three, and Sal Niguez as well. So not for this game potentially, but in the future, if we do go with this 3-5-2 more often that we saw in the second half, some other players start to come into it. Even a Ross the Boss Barkley potentially. Riddle me Ross.
The boss.
So
Ross the boss Barkley.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Also, a big topic that it would be foolish and, irresponsible for me to try and ignore is Alonso. He has decided to stop taking the knee. Now, it's a serious topic.
He's Italian. What do you expect?
He's not. He's literally Spanish.
He's Spanish?
You're an idiot. You tried to make a joke because the Italians and obviously the racism in Serie A, and he's literally Spanish. But anyway, where is my knowledge? Alonso has stopped taking the knee and has decided to instead point to the sleeve, no to racism. For me personally, a lot of people want to get onto him. Obviously, Zaha stopped doing it as well. It's a difficult situation because for me, I do understand where he's coming from in terms of the empty gesture now. And when you start a gesture, everybody's talking about it. It's got all the hype. It's got all of the clout. Everybody's like, oh, let's stop racism. And then now, few months, years deep, we're doing the knee and nobody's really talking about it anymore. No one's doing any change. There's no change from UEFA or FIFA in terms of the actions when they deal with racism. You could do, I don't know, you could do a 2-footed tackle in a game and probably get more games banned and a bigger fine potentially as well than you would for racism. So I understand him trying to change the status quo and maybe just raise alarms and give it more news. So it's up to everybody's opinion in terms of that. But we move, at this point, it's up to UEFA and FIFA, the governing bodies, they need to do something. And we're still waiting.
Do you know about the thing is, we don't need players and clubs. Them man could easily.
They're employees.
Bro, I'm talking UEFA,
Yeah.
FIFA, all of these man could easily.
Oh, easily. That's what I'm saying. It's like,
bro, at this point, it's kind of like, what's the point?
You're asking the employees to change the whole structure of the company. The company, they can just change it.
Do you know about this bit, is because every single time it happens, and it's a big outrage, and everyone's looking at, okay, FIFA, you're going to do anything, and then they're like, we would, but...
To be fair, there's other things going on,
We were busy, but we'll get to it next week.
Yeah. It's not going anywhere, is it?
There'll be fresh instances coming up within the next...
You don't need to deal with racism now. It's going to be happening again. What's wrong with you, stupid? It's not a pressing issue, is it?
We'll have another opportunity to get it right.
Going on like as if there's not multiple people that don't like black people.
Next time.
Idiots. Anyway, so yeah, Tuchel, explained the situation in his press conference. We move. So yeah, moving on back to the teams. Aston Villa, like I said, I don't know if they're going to rotate. For me personally, I've always emphasized that we should take competition seriously like this. I don't want to go out this early. It's an opportunity to rotate. It's an opportunity for Chilwell to come back in. Alonso's been playing out of his skin. I want to see Chilwell start in this game, get some minutes under his belt. I want to see Lukaku rested as well. Opportunity for maybe Kai to play up top, maybe get a goal, get some confidence. Maybe Werner can play alongside him, a German little link-up. Let me know what you think in the comments down below in terms of who you would play. Put your starting lineups in the comments down below. I want to see your starting 11s. Let's talk, let's converse, let's debate, let's talk. I like it. The defense is doing wonders, so Trevor Chalobah can come in potentially as well. Mendy is not fit, so that's the team news for us. Kepa's going to start, I'd expect.
And money's worth out of that, boy.
Hey, aren't we just? You know what I mean? I'm not even gonna get into that. I'm just gonna move on. And yeah, so Sal Niguez, opportunity for him to play it again against Aston Villa. Hopefully get some minutes and have a much more comfortable, comforting performance this time, unlike the last time at Stamford Bridge. So those type of players there, that Hudson-Odoi, hopefully in the front three or front two. These are the things that we're talking about. But I'm thinking it's going to be a 3-4-3. I don't think he's going to go over 3-5-2. But watch out for the 3-5-2 against Manchester City. But we'll save that for the next preview. Not really any much more else to say, I don't want to waffle on for too much longer. We've made our jokes about racism and to ease the pain. At this point, as black people, we just have to just make light of the situation.
Hey. Racism comes in all forms. Okay?
Oh, yes.
Well, racism is not just black people, it's all kinds of people.
I know. We need to sort it out for everyone.
In this day and age,
work for it.
You can even be racist to white people.
Where are we going with this?
I don't know.
I'm just looking at you. You're looking at me. I don't know where you're going. I haven't really got a pun here.
Drink water.
We need a sponsor.